I'm back. I forgot something. Welcome to this episode of Press, Shake, and Run, Season 2. I am still on day 6. We are going on 30 hours. 30 hours of building August. That's August. And I just got done stitching her down to a wig cap. My phone battery is at 1%. So, in the meantime, I'm going to finish recording on here. I'm just braiding up my hair so I can test out the unit that I just made. And I am going to call this the last day because her next debut is going to be in August. That's my birthday. So that's why that's Miss August over there. And I'm going to do my makeup before I put it on. So, okay, so I put my hair in a tight knot in the back. That's going to suffice for now. Makeup. Oh, I said I was going to be throwing stuff away, so let's get ready to throw stuff away. This is just my homemade aloe vera, peppermint, lemon, and orange. Freshen up my face. Or peppermint. Before I throw it away, let's see. I know there ain't nothing in there. Nope, I'm still trying because I really like this and I haven't gone out to buy any more yet. It's that serious. Yeah, see? There's some in there. Look at all that. Still in there. Moving on. The e.l.f. concealer. Use a little NYX eyeshadow base. I'm going to jump into setting powder. Just enough. I can see the dust flying off of my face. The powder, I said dust. From dust you were formed, to dust you shall return. I haven't worked out today. I'm not sure if I am going to. Today is about to be an entire hair day, makeup day, which means rest day. Close that back up because I'd hate to spill it. And to show you, I got this maybe a year ago. It's old. It's a very old collection that I have, but I still like it. I haven't used it much. I have a couple videos on when I did use it. I was actually doing overnight shifts, y'all. Kept me awake. At least I wasn't sleeping on the job. Okay. We are going to rhyme with the shirt I have on. I'm going to go right into the dark. This actually has a little mirror in it, which I like. That's a pretty color. It's funny because I'm looking in 3 different mirrors and the color and the different lighting is coming out different. I am not skilled enough to do each eye individually. I have to do both eyes at the same time. I said it in my last video, part 1 to this. This is dress rehearsal to the day I actually become a little well known. I've actually been on TV. When I was at Carlow University, I was in the I Matter commercial campaign, and I had 3 months of fame. 15 seconds on TV, but it lasted 3 months. I was posted on the back of the Pittsburgh transit buses. I was posted on the side for I Matter. I imagine they wanted to show diversity within their college community. I was on flyers for open house invitations to the high school, so that was a really cool season of my life. I want to say that was 2006 or 2007. I have a copy of that DVD somewhere. I need to find it. I wonder if I Googled or YouTubed if that commercial would air or show up. But it was, again, it was on TV for about 3 months, which was completely awesome. And at that time, I was completely natural. I put my hair in 2-strand twist and went about my day. That was my staple hairstyle in college. And then one day I got heat damage and I cut the rest of it off. Changing brushes, changing colors. This is going to be a big jump, but it's happening. And there, it happened. I want to go a little darker. Purple and green. I like it. Had to send my little boys down to their room because they up there bickering over games. I try to give them several chances before I take the tech gadgets away from them. So right now they don't have their friends. They don't have opportunity to go out to the park, or usually I'll try to get them out to Sky Zone, somewhere where they can get all that energy out of their system. I got them bikes last month, and they go up and down the sidewalk on their bikes. If not every day, every other day. Benjamin likes to go out on his bike the most. Samuel, not so much. So these are the little sponges I've used. and they're my little cleaners. This is how I get excess products off of my brush while I'm doing my makeup. And it works. And it's literally just a packaging sponge from my Epsy boxes. Here's another one. Let's get all the color off. And wait till it runs clear. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into the next color, which is going to be peach. Just want to blend all the colors I have so far together. I don't know if that was quite what I was going for, but I kind of do my own thing when I'm doing my makeup. I definitely do my own thing while I'm doing my makeup. It's my brow bone color. For now, that's all I want to do. That was my goal for now. This has eyeliner cream. This has black in it, and I don't want that black. Well, it's dry for now. I rarely do a lot of colors, but today we're going to do it. Eyelining colors. This kit has brow powder, stuff I forgot I even had. Again, I didn't do this justice. It's been sitting for a while. I need another mirror. I'm going to poke myself in the eye. Can anybody use both hands for their makeup, I wonder? I've never seen anyone switch hands while doing their makeup. That will be something to experiment with off camera. Now when I see it coming on, we're just going to mix up the colors. Again, more power to the women who can do it in one failed swoop. I'm not there yet. So I got purple, green, blue. I actually have a teal color in here. into this color first. I know a lot of Instagram beauty makeup artists use every single color in their palette. And I just wonder how they do it sometimes. Because I struggle just using the 6 colors I generally use. But when I am doing Autism Awareness Month looks, I like to try and use the green, blue, yellow, and red. I didn't always have green, blue, yellow, and red, but now I do. It's not staying placed how I want it to stay placed. But it's showing up slowly. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to go into the eyeshadows. Same brush. There. I like it. Now I can actually see it on camera. Progress. And I'm going to do the same thing for this green. It's a lighter green. It's in the sweater. I think I've said this before too. I'll wear the same 5 sweaters, 7 sweaters. I think I got one for every day of the week. It's my recording uniform. Those are very close together, but it looks good. I'm also getting better at not blocking my camera entirely while recording. And I'm at 18 minutes and I'm almost done with my eyes. So I'm going to pause because we're doing this so we can try on August. When brows go wrong. My boys are down in the basement. That's where their room is. And I can hear them clear as day through the vents. I need more space. I need a 3-level house with 8 bedrooms and a giant backyard. I have a decent backyard right now, but I need the space. I need the silence and the serenity. And I don't need to have that on a timer like I do with my day. Because my silence and serenity is on a timer. And that timer runs out as soon as they blink. first thing in the morning. I haven't decided on what my makeup is going to look like for when I first created in August. My middle name is Angela. I actually love my middle name, but I think I already named one of those units Angela. Can't keep using the same name. I'm going back into my e.l.f. concealer, and I'm using the applicator here because I want it to be nice and fine point, but I don't want all the product on it. That was a mistake, but I will fix it when I contour. I forgot to clean my brush. Now I really messed up because I'm starting to get flaky. And I'm taking product off, so I'm going to say I'm done with eyes. But, won't bother. And that product I took off the applicator. Fix those brows right up. They still thick, but it's gonna come together. Don't panic yet, Janelle. This is a little different than what I usually do. That aside for now, I've run out of space to set stuff. This is another item that's done. I got this from my sister Vanessa. Let's just see. Let's just double check. Oh, I have just enough. Just enough. I'm going to throw that away. That is actually done. That's a lot, but it's done. So I have one for cleaning the brush, and this I just want to give it a try. See what happens. I can see all the holes from the sponge. No, I did not put it on top of foundation. That foundation will go ahead of it. Okay. That's not going to be for that. Let me just go ahead and get my real sponge. That is not cleaned, but and it feels better. I got this from Epsy. In the last year, 75% of my makeup is from Epsy. And I just messed up my eye. Sad. That's okay. I'll survive. I have this Smashbox foundation I want to run out of. I don't know why I'm whispering. Smashbox. This is what I'm going to contour with. I'll be right back. I had to go fix my eye. Inside my head, don't mess up, Janelle. Save a lot of time with editing. In some of my other videos, I flash words that go through my head that I meditate on. Sometimes scriptures that I'm meditating on. But when I'm doing this right here, don't mess up. We're doing so good on time. My goal in season 1 was to try to keep it under 5 minutes. Rare occasion. Elf. I said elf. Elf highlighter, which I have not experimented with much. So I'm actually going to use my blending brush or beauty blender. A clean spot. I'm going to smudge it on there. I like it. And another clean spot. Smudge that on I might have to try that again. I like the highlighter. That's an old product that I've had sitting in my room for a while. Back to the eyes, we're going to smudge underneath, and then I'll be back. So I'm using peach eyeliner. It's like a chrome peach from the Sephora collection that I have over there. And I'll put that on top of the highlighter. I put a little bit of that Java on the tip of my brush or blender. And that's contour for the nose. So that little blooper I had earlier with putting color into my eyes, that's fixed. I notice when I'm focused, I start to whisper. This is empty, but I like the applicator. Lash Next Door, Brooklyn and Bailey. Most of the time when I pause my video, it's because I haven't got all the makeup faces correct. And when I'm doing my under eye, I have this weird look. It looks like this. Or it looks like this. It looks really weird though. And I'm holding it for all of 10 minutes. When I go back to edit my videos, it's hilarious. I crack myself up. It's tedious, but hilarious. And that's just level 1 of editing. I admire people who can edit. Now that I actually have another subject and I can talk a little bit more, I used to want to be a storyboard artist. I went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh, which is now closed. Crazy. But now closed. And I did 1 year there, my junior year. And I did animation. My director was Hans, Hans. I don't know his first name. But when I was done with my first year, he looked over my portfolio and told me there was no progress. Okay. Meanwhile, I was sketching and writing a collection of 2 children's books. Well, there were 2 parts, each part having 6 stories in them. And the character was called Ben Beebiz. Think Fly Guy, and that's kind of what the book was like. Except I was writing these books before I knew Fly Guy was in existence. Hold on. I paused for these messages. I went and grabbed the books that I wrote while I was in college. Sketched them, colored them all myself. I have them digitally online. Another project for another day. I'll put those down there. We can talk about those after I'm done with my makeup and have my hair together. Where was I? Oops. My lips are very dry. I haven't been drinking enough water. This was from Ulta, a little 98, 96 piece kit that I had gotten. That was not the right color. I got this from Etsy. It's called Wonder Beauty. I just really like this color. I hope it looks like it does in the bottle. Wait a minute. What is this? I'm sad. It's not lip gloss. It's Precision Brow Clear. Not disappointed in the product. I just thought it was lips. I wanted a brown lippy. Do I want to go dark red? No, I don't. Do I want to open this? No, I really don't. But I'm going to because I feel like it matches my eyes. Jolie Cosmetics. Lavada. Luxe Cream. Mattes. I am not a matte girl. That smells like cupcakes. But doesn't that match my eyes on point? There it is. Glad I decided to open it. But that is very matte. And it just covered up the mistake. Look at God. Cover up the mistakes as if they never existed. And matches the eye color perfectly. You know what? We are ready to debut August. I actually want y'all to see this. Okay? There she is in all of her glory, and she is a firm fit right now. Whew. Wow. I don't know how to melt a frontal. I have to get Vanessa on board with me for that tutorial for when that day literally happens. But don't she look 100 times better than what she did the other day? Just yesterday? I'm saying the other day like it was a long while ago. This is August. Snatching my earrings off. But I'm keeping these earrings on. So I guess like that is a perfect fit. And I might sew on some combs. And remember the other day I said I tinted my own lace? You can see my hair is right there, my actual hairline. So I might ventilate this a little bit more and get some baby hairs in here. But I don't have to cut this. That's there. That is there. We're going to go back with the Smashbox. I've never done this before, so bear with me. It's not sliding. Y'all saw me put it on. This is August. So again, it's probably going to take me till August to ventilate this to perfection. But man, when I say I cut that band and I was stressing a lot. I'm actually going to use my beauty blender for this step. I'll go between the two. Ooh, Jesus. Look at that. I'm glad I have edges because I know some people do not. That is no got to be. That is just the cap on. Let me try that. Whoa, that was a lot. I don't know how y'all do this. I just want a little bit for now. We don't have to have a whole situation. But I guess, yeah, I gotta ventilate that some more. But y'all get the idea. Y'all get the idea of what August would look like. And she'll be back in August. I am so happy with the turnout. I could probably even get away with yeah. I'll be happy when I ventilate it more. Add a few more there. Add some more over there. Or take some downwards. Okay. Anyway, while I keep this situation on my head for a little while longer, we're going to do this. Boom. We're just going to do like that. And pretend that August is put together. Those are some of the stray ones that I had. Actually, I can probably just crochet. we go. Where do I want to put the other one that came down? Oh, I think I'm about to have a crisis. 2 more loose ones. Okay. There. Well, worst case scenario, if too many start to unravel, I can just crochet them back in. It's probably because I pulled on them a little too hard. So I will stitch this to the cap a little better. Yeah, that's the plan. Stitch it to the cap a little better. So the last matter of the day, I need to press my hat and get it fixed. The last matter of the day, in July 26th of 2006, I went to the publication center at my university and I put together my books that I had written. And there are 11 books. I believe there were 12 that I originally wrote, called Ben Be Biz. Biz at the River, Ben's Punishment, Ben and Marlena Homeschool, Ben Biz Choir, Ben Moves Away, Ben in the Talent Show, Ben Fall Favor, Major Praise Biz, Watch and Learn Ben, Ben Praise to End Fear. We're about to do a read along because my favorite story was Ben in the Talent Show, and I like it because some of the illustrations I did, you guys. And I typed this out on a typewriter. Going to the park was a routine every day. Ben would meet with friends and they would play in the leaves. I remember Ben went to the hospital. What was this one? Major Praise Biz. We did environmental awareness. Little construction site getting torn down. Man, I just thought these books were the best. They saved a tree. They went to recreational parks. Let's read this one. I was just trying to pick a story. Major Praise Biz by Janelle Angela Dolores Hines. Biz lived in a new hive that was closer to Ben's new home. He visits Ben every season and half of winter. One early winter, Biz went to visit Ben extra early and found the family very sad. Marlena told Ben how at the winter festival that Ben fell off a horse when the horse was frightened by a popping balloon. Ben has been in hospital for 2 weeks with a broken arm and head injury. For 2 weeks, Marlena prayed every night faithfully. Biz went to go visit Ben after talking with Marlena. Ben was surprised to see Biz arrive so early. It's great to have some company. My parents are busy and visit once a week. Marlena has to go to school, Ben told Biz. It gets very lonely in here because I am on bed rest. I cannot play with any other children. Sounds like the season we in right now. I feel like a mummy. They have me all wrapped up. I can't scratch my head or left arm. Thank God I'm alive, though. The doctor said it could have been worse. I could be brain dead or even dead from falling off that horse. I covered some deep topics. Just then Marlena walked in. Hi, Mommy. She laughed. Hi. Ha ha, said Ben, but that's just how I feel. I caught that meter up there here before I went to school. Mom says hi, and Dad says he will call you. Are you feeling better today? Marlena sat down. Yes, but for some strange reason my nose won't stop itching. Biz sat on Ben's nose and made him sneeze. Ben took a deep breath and sneezed again, sending Biz rolling into the air. Marlena laughed. God bless you. How do you feel now? A whole lot better. I had a sneeze that whole time. Well, I'm glad you did, because I've been praying for you. I pray every night that you get better. Everyone at school is making get well soon cards for you. It's good you have been praying, but you have to praise God too. If you are expecting a miracle, that's what you have to do. I was serious about this story. Ben explained to Marlena how you have to give God what he calls a pre-praise. It's thanking God in advance for what you believe he is going to do for you. Biz flew around the ceiling, buzzing and bizzing, and Marlena laughed. That's a good praise, Biz, but now you have to go. You may be a bug to the nurses that have to check on Ben later. Wow, look at my hospital. Look at my coloring skills. Oh my gosh, looks like a 3-year-old did this. Marlena and Biz left still thinking about what Ben told them. Marlena went to school and Biz just flew around to all the bees in the neighborhood. As soon as they got home from school, Marlena talked to her sister Joy, and she told her, we are going to sing praise songs to God. Biz liked the noise the two were making and decided to join in. They clapped their hands and stomped their feet, singing, God is going to do great things for me. Later that week, Biz talked with Bumbo, and they made special plans for Ben. I was so impressed with my artwork when I was doing this, too. Like, I just knew I was the best artist in town. But it's supposed to be a kid's book. I wasn't trying to be Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. Who did the 16th Chapel? Finally, on the 3rd week, Ben was to be released from the hospital. The doctors called and said Ben was ready to come home. Mom called Dad and everyone was glad. The next day, they started setting up party decorations, but it took a while because Joy pulled down everything she could get her hands on. That afternoon, they were expecting all Ben's friends from school to come over, and Dad brought home a bike and said, it's easier to ride than a horse. When Ben got home, he was very surprised and glad to see all his friends. He was kind of sad because he didn't see Biz anywhere. Before everyone could say hi, Ben Marlena called them outside to see a sight most astonishing. From miles away, you could hear buzzing, and once you looked up, you could see bees hovering in the shape of a piano note. I don't know why I called it a piano note. Now that's what I call major praise. Ben rolled to the curb and pointed up. Everyone stared at the floating note. Biz buzzed as if to say, surprise! This is indeed the best gift, one that I'll remember as long as I live. As they watched the bees fly away, Marlena told Ben, it's like Dad always say, everything that has breath can praise the Lord. It was long before Ben could ride his bike. He rode down to the park and to school. I even put swans in the lake. Ben would listen at the trees, swayed in the wind, the stream flow, and the bugs hummed, and he knew they were praising the Lord. Let me see. I just want to show another one. Ben and Marlena homeschool. It's the 4th one in here. So guess what? I am a graduate of the class of 2020. And in this story, I have all of the characters on their graduation day. Homeschool graduates: Julius, Ruben, Ruth, Ben, Marlena, and Rublin, I believe is his name. The next year in spring, when homeschool came to an end, everyone kept on meeting to have fun that seemed to never end. Why did they have to homeschool? That's so interesting. Let's read one more, okay? Ben and Marlena homeschool. Summer is just about over. Mom and Dad had made special plans for Ben and Marlena this coming fall. There are no schools near here, so I'll be homeschooling the kids. They have played all summer. Marlena and Ben and I need to come into the living room. We will be trying something new this year. Marlena and Ben were surprised when they saw the living room was set up like a classroom. Marlena opened the desk and there was all sorts of school supplies in them. Dad came in to fix his tie. All right, class, take your seats. Your mom will be the teacher, and I am the principal. Marlena and Ben laughed. Later, they found out their parents were serious. After Ben stopped coming out early for a few days, Biz got serious and flew in the window. He flew around Ben and Ben laughed. Sorry, Biz, I can't come out right now. I'm in homeschool right now. Biz flew out of the window sadly. Ben watched and stopped doing his work. Marlena told him to do his work and he wouldn't be able to go outside at all. Mom went over the rules. First, we have to pray. Then class, then lunch. And if you do all your work, you can go out for recess. That's pretty much how I'm homeschooling my kids now. Right? Right?
Nope.
Right?
Nope. Teacher sent in the work.
After 2 hours of work, it was time for lunch. The lunch we are having tacos, and then we will have Kool-Aid, popsicles for dessert. Then you can go outside. Biz and Kim, I changed her name. It should be Marlena. Biz and Marlena were happy to Biz and Kim were happy to see Ben and Marlena, but went outside with his boat and put it in the river. My kids actually have a toy boat just like that downstairs in the basement. And this was written before I had my kids. 2 minutes, 10 minutes, then 15 minutes went by. Mom came out and called Marlena and Ben. Time went so fast, they had just put their feet in the river. As the weeks passed, Ben and Marlena spent their time more wisely. They walked through the woods to the creek where they would sit for 10 minutes before heading back in. Mom was impressed to see how the children came in on their own without her having to call them in. I wish. Out of everything they did, they enjoyed the field trips the most. They went swimming, to the zoo, and camping. Look at that wonderful, that is the best zoo. I should open a zoo. I should become an architect. They did history, spelling, math, science. They did art and more each day. Ben liked art, so did Marlena. But Marlena found reading a little bit challenging. Once when they went camping, Biz got to come along. He was part of the class working while studying insects. So I guess that was their science lesson while they was on a field trip. They studied different plants and animals. They learned about trees and different landscapes. Ben was into his classwork and wanted to show Biz a honeysuckle flower, but he had already got stuck in a flower that smelled sweet but was deadly, flytrap. Biz didn't want to know any more about this flower. Dad taught lessons too. He was a photographer. Mountains are high, valleys are low, hills roll like waves, and rivers flow on and on. Everyone enjoyed the camping trip, but they were glad to be home because the woods had no real stove. At the end of the summer, 3 students had enrolled into summer school with Ben and Marlena. By the middle of the fall, 2 more had joined. They all became good friends, and homeschool was more fun than studying alone. Check out my drawing. Boom. I can do better than that, but that's just what I was doing at the time. This is one of my favorite pictures. One day, Dad let the kids use one of his old cameras. They took silly pictures and posted them on the refrigerator. Biz, you get bigger every day. Someday you will be a king bee and have your own hive. Ben said. No, Kim will be a queen bee and own a hive, Marlena said. The two began to argue and Dad had to intervene. I think once upon a time I wanted a boy and a girl, and then I said I wanted 6 kids, and then I had the twins, and I was like, I'm good, Lord. 2, 1 shot, and complete. Then that night, Ben talked to Biz. My mom said most insects and animals are better in one place and move only when necessary or when their habitat is in danger. But humans can move just about anywhere in the whole wide world. Dad explained how Biz and his family weren't normal bees, so both Ben and Marlena were right. They apologized and went back to class and apologized for their behavior. Biz went home and remembered where he used to live. He missed his old home and decided to fly back. For 2 weeks, no one could figure out where Biz and his family had gone. When Biz finally got back, Ben was happy. Next time you go somewhere, tell me, Ben said as Biz and Kim came in the front door. Oh, I like these drawings. Oh my gosh. Later at the creek, everyone found out that Biz had built his new hive in a willow tree and could not be found at the hive by the house anymore. Wait till you see this next picture. It's my favorite. Everyone made a promise that no matter what, they would remain good friends. That is my ultimate favorite drawing out of all the pages and drawings that I did for this series. After everyone went home, Ben and Marlena went to the end of the hill where a valley went on forever. The next year in spring, when homeschool came to an end, everyone kept on meeting to have fun. That seemed to never end. Homeschool graduates. And I had to read this one because it's my graduation month. So I hope you found some inspiration. Thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. There is more.